Spiritual author Jack Kornfield has a couple of famous quotes. One of them is, "Resentment is like taking poison and hoping it kills the other person." Another one reads, "Forgiveness is giving up all hope of a better past." Two men from Benton Harbor chose to take the path of forgiveness, truly meeting the moment that's unfolding in our country today. 13 on your side's Brent Ashcroft and photojournalist Evan Linnert originally did this story in 2017, but we revisit the men's inspiring journey today in our Michigan life.
Monday night is visiting night.
Hey, Robert. How you doing? How you doing, buddy?
For Jamel McGee.
These are my best people. I come see them more than anybody.
His job is to find housing for the homeless.
I come way out here to make sure I see them and get them whatever they need. It's a cool position to be in, to just keep on helping people.
A few miles away,
You guys ready to play a little capture the flag?
Andrew Collins
Downtown St. Joe style?
is also helping people. He's shaping lives
For those of you who are new to Young Life,
as a youth leader.
if you hear nothing else tonight, just know that we as leaders believe in you.
He hopes the kids capture the flag
Go ahead and start!
along with a message.
We all walk through things in life where we're going to either need to be forgiven or we're going to have to forgive somebody else.
You start there.
Andrew and Jamel are on similar paths,
Wednesday for sure.
but their lives changed forever when their paths crossed.
I was angry, man. I was frustrated. I couldn't believe it.
Misconduct
Things that I thought I would never do.
and bad timing defined their encounter.
My actions, they affected an entire community.
Leading to an improbable journey
He had no say in his freedom.
that neither man expected.
I thought about that situation every single day.
He was Benton Harbor's best cop in the shop,
I'd just been promoted to narcotics detective.
caught in his own success. Every bust was a trophy.
I didn't even view people as human anymore. They were almost prizes.
Andrew's arrogance
Very driven on result.
led to a career of cutting corners
That was the culture.
and corruption.
It's those small integrity slips that lead to the bigger ones.
February 8th, 2006.
Not knowing that this day was finna go like this.
Jamel was home waiting to see his son.
First time we'll be getting to meet. And his mom was bringing him over, and I was excited, like, yeah, let's see my baby.
He needed to get food and asked a man he didn't know for a ride.
We get to the store, I go right in the store.
Officer Collins was on the hunt.
And I was told what the vehicle would look like. I was told who the trophy was.
A known drug dealer was at that store.
I show up and the vehicle's there, and there was one guy in the car, but I knew that wasn't my guy.
Except it was. Jamel walked out.
I had never seen him before, didn't know him from anybody, but just made the jump that this must be him.
They confronted.
I said, hey man, give me the dope.
I'm like, what? And I'm trying to walk around and I'm looking at him kind of crazy.
He started getting extremely aggravated. I thought there was going to be a physical altercation.
Andrew detained Jamel, searched the vehicle, and found an ounce of crack cocaine.
There was nothing inside of me that saw Jamel as an innocent man.
Jamel was arrested. The driver refused to confess the drugs were his.
That's his car. They found it in his truck, in his center console. Not out of my pocket.
Andrew didn't care, so he falsified the report.
I didn't want to lose a chance for that to continue being my arrest and my conviction just by the fact that I made a little mistake on who it was.
Jamel was convicted and sentenced to 10 years in prison.
I didn't even get to see my son.
Incarceration became a playground for practicing his revenge.
I was hurting everybody that I came in contact with.
During each altercation, he thought of one person
I only saw Andrew.
and his plans for when he got out.
I was just killing.
Jamel needed a new mindset.
I decided reading the Bible.
He found one.
God was giving me a chance and saying, hey, let this stuff go. I got something for you if you let this stuff go.
On December 1st, 2008,
It's never enough.
corruption caught up to Collins.
And it all just came crashing down.
His fictitious search warrants
It's fruit of the poisonous tree.
thrown out,
So a lot of those convictions were overturned.
including Jamel's.
I was just blown away.
The innocent man freed after 3 years,
I finally get to meet my son.
while the dirty cop began serving 18 months.
I had just fallen so far.
Summer 2011.
They had a stage, I think, was over there.
Andrew was out of prison,
They had a tent over on this side for prayer.
working a church event at Benton Harbor's Broadway Park.
I just kept looking under the pavilion for some reason.
Jamel was walking by.
I thought I saw Andrew.
He did, and headed straight for him.
I can do what I said I was gonna do. You know, right here in this park.
I see this guy approach me.
Jamel offers Andrew a handshake.
And so I take his hand. He says, "You remember me?" And I said, "Jamel McGee." And he gripped me extremely tightly to the point where I thought he was going to break my hand.
My first mind was hit him, hit him, hit him.
I tried to apologize, and he cussed me out.
Eventually, Jamel loosened his grip,
God is telling me, this ain't even your fight.
collected himself, and walked away.
Just let it all go.
Inconceivably, their paths would cross again. Andrew was a manager at Cafe Mosaic, a restaurant that offers a job placement program.
I ended up taking the class.
Jamel graduated.
Every individual, when they graduate, they get a mentor.
His advisor told him who it was.
And she was like, Andrew Collins. And I was like, no way. No.
Jamel felt the immediate need to pray about it.
I opened my eyes and my book was on my desk, and it was two figures on the side of a mountain written in words, and one was putting the other one up.
The man who wrongfully put him in prison, kept him from his son,
This just don't happen by chance.
was about to become his boss.
And I'm gonna accept him as my mentor.
Jamel went to Mosaic to meet with Andrew.
I also felt like it was a second chance to apologize, so I just started apologizing to him, and it was almost like he was offended, and he kept waving me off. He's like, "It's over, man. It's forgiven." Just blew my mind.
How you doing?
As their working relationship evolved,
I'm closer to him than most of my family members.
they became
Jamel has just taught me so much.
best friends.
I can call him and be like, hey, Drew, man, I'm having this problem. I need you to help me walk through it.
I think it's hard for people to grasp.
Y'all don't got any more therapists coming in today, do y'all?
It's been years since they worked together,
All right, go ahead and start it.
but they are far from separated.
On this side,
Whether it's being a teen leader
no, you're looking for the Third Coast Surf Shop.
Man, no problem, Donnie.
or keeping the homeless housed,
We'll do.
Sometimes teenage life can be a little tough.
Andrew and Jamel are all about helping people.
That's around my area, you know.
They learned how by helping each other
There's power in moving on.
and sharing life lessons
It felt really good to be forgiven by Jamel.
from their journey.
God picks his people right, I guess.
Brent Ashcroft reporting.